Greetings Exiles, I'm Codraziel, and today I'm just going to go over my Delve progress so far and how I've been liking Delve League, as well as my first character and plans for my second character. So first, let's dive right into the Delve. I'm currently at level something, there, 223, going for 250 on this character so I can look for some of those bosses. So I haven't been delving all that deep, but I have been enjoying it, farming fossils and whatnot, and I believe this character could go pretty far since it is able to freeze. Apparently that's a big thing further down. And it does a decent amount of damage while still being very mobile. My impressions of Delve League are, so far, I know I say this a lot, but this is pretty much the most interesting league so far, and I can find myself playing a lot of Delve League, and I likely will. So next, the push that we decided to do at the beginning, we managed to kill Kitava in about 10 hours, and the Atlas progression went pretty smoothly, taking a little under a week. The first 150 or so was easy, but then the last couple of unique maps took us a while. But I was at 158 of 159 exactly a week into the league, and then I just, with a friend, managed to complete all of the Grandmasters. So that was pretty damn fun. I might do a push like that again next league. Hopefully that by then I'm less easily distracted and able to stream at the same time. But we'll see how it goes. Now, let's get on to the juice of this video, which is the character itself. Now, this won't be a full guide, but there will be a link to a good Glacial Cascade Totem guide in the description, as I used it for the base for this build because I wasn't able to plan my own build before the league started. So this is just a run-of-the-mill Glacial Cascade Totem build using Soul Mantle, and then getting 50% mind over matter and going 50-50 on the life and mana. First of all, my weapon is just a pretty early in the league, faster casting and physical damage is extra cold damage dagger, which I bought for about 25 chaos, which I thought was a bargain at the time. My helm, just life, mana, resists. Shield, life, resist, spell crit. Chest, soul mantle, of course. Amulet, an ad series foible, which I managed to corrupt for 15% all resist, which was nice early on in the league. Rings, just life, mana, resist. And essence worm with a hatred socketed in it. This was quite expensive, it's about 50 chaos. Gloves, Khaleesi's Grace. Using the same mechanic as my Arc Totems, I'm able to sustain the buff pretty much all the time during fights. My belt, Chaos Res, mana recovery rate, life. Nothing amazing there. I did manage to get these Omeyokan. They were about 1 exalt pretty early in the league. I'm not sure how much they are now, but probably less. And I just find that with just about any mind over matter totem character, this is going to make your clearing feel much better, since it gives us that onslaught and it gives us a little bit of dodge. That being said, you could get the previous version, the non-upgraded version. I forget what it's called at the moment, but you could get that, and then you would lose less mana per second at the cost of about 5% movement speed and the dodge. But I like the dodge, so I got an Omeyoka. Now for my flasks, which is relatively important, I've got just a increased recovery rate, poison removal, eternal life flask. The ad series promise that I'm using is pretty much because I'm using Omeyoka and I'm able to use an ad series promise instead of an onslaught flask, which is great. Using a ample quicksilver flask of adrenaline because I keep running out of ults when I'm trying to roll the better one. And now this is quite important, I'm using a Stibnite flask for the blind and the high amount of uses per charge, and it's just generally a good flask defensively. and on there I've got curse immunity. This is just to remove the curses from Soul Mantle, because when I started this build I was going to do the dual Kikazaru with self-flagellation duel, but I found out that there was a bug with Soul Mantle, which I believe has now been fixed, where it would remove your curses and I would end up with about 5 curses most of the time. So I just decided to go with the curse removal route since I'd never tried that before. It was a pretty cool experience too. For the gem setups and passive tree, you can just hop on over to the path of building in the description, and that is that. I'm thoroughly enjoying Delve League, and I've started my next character, which is a hybrid Righteous Fire Guardian. I think that with the Righteous Fire change, it should be much easier to use Dragon Juice, which is kind of the point. So I'm going to try out a bunch of cool mechanics that I've been wanting to try on Righteous Fire for a while, and we're just going to see how that goes. So that is it for this video, and I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're enjoying Delve League. So from myself, Sir Reginald Amadeus Fortescue III, and Frank, we'd like to thank you for watching, and good luck, and stay juicy.